Today we're going to be talking about looking at problems or linear equations that are in standard form and changing them to slope-intercept form so we can find out that important information and so we can graph them a little bit easier. Now if we're looking at the first problem here, we have 3x minus 2y equals 14. Now from this, if we were to graph this, we don't know what the slope is, we don't know what the y-intercept is. It makes it kind of hard to graph it. So we want to think about getting it to y equals something times x plus something. Something like down here. Now if we're comparing these two equations, you'll see some similarities. They have y's in them, they have x's in them, they have a plain number in them, or a constant. The thing is, there's different numbers on either side. So if we look on the left, we see that we have y's, but we also have x's. So somehow we have to get the x's to the right side, like in y equals mx plus b. The plain numbers are already over there. And then we also want to get this just down to a single y. In order to do this, our first step is to move the x's from the left to the right. So in order to go from one side to the opposite side, we need to add opposites. So I'm going to add negative 3x to both sides. This will eliminate these x's here. Bring down what's left. Don't forget about that negative sign, that negative 2y. And I'm going to rewrite this equation. Negative 3x plus 14. Do not make this 11x. Or 11. Remember, we cannot combine these because one's a plain number and this one has x's in it. Now I want to get these y's by itself. The negative 2 is multiplying the y, so in order to get rid of it, we need to divide by negative 2 there, which means we also have to divide by negative 2 on everything else. Here the negative 2's cancel. Negative 3 over negative 2. The negatives cancel, but we can't reduce 3 over 2. Leave it as 3 over 2x. 14 over negative 2, positive over negative is a negative number, and 14 divided by 2 is 7. So this equation of 3x minus 2y equals 14 is the same exact equation as y equals 3 halves x plus a negative 7. Now we know our y-intercept is negative 7. And our slope is positive 3 halves. Sorry. Looking at problem 2. Remember, we want to keep the y's by themselves. Out here, the y's are here. Leave them here. Let's add opposites. Add 5x to both sides. Bring down my 6y. And rewrite 5x plus 18. We now want to get 6 by itself. Divide both sides, everything by 6. And we're left with y equals 5/6 x plus 3. So we have a slope of 5/6. We have a y-intercept of 3. Makes it a lot easier to work with. Let's try one more. Negative 4x plus 7y equals negative 35. Now, try to do this on your own. Stop the video, do this on your own, and then come back. We're going to start by adding 4x to both sides. X's cancel out. Bring everything else down. The 7y, the 4x, the negative 35. Divide by 7. And our final answer is y equals 4/7 x minus 5. Hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.